What is up, guys? My name is the Oscillator, and welcome back to the channel. We are doing another live discussion. I believe this is the 12th one, if I'm not mistaken. So, thank you, Ninjoid. Because I sometimes forget, and since now I'm a little more, I guess in a way, I have more knowledge of doing these and just like knowing how to maneuver a live discussion. I think this one is going to be a very fun one, especially today, especially the topic that we're doing. But first, let me introduce my guest. We got Ninjoid243. Say hello, Ninjoid.
Hello there, everyone. I am Ninjoid243. You can check me out on my own YouTube channel. Our goal is to get up to 200 subscribers by the beginning of August now. Over there, we mainly talk about many things about pop culture, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, you name it. Also Harry Potter, we do it once in a while. But Austin is a huge Harry Potter fan, so that's what, that's why he's having the stream.
Yes, indeed. Before we get into the main topic, you guys can find me on Twitter at TheAustinator17. You guys can find me on Facebook at Austin Blair. You guys can find me on the Discord at The Ostinator, where I'm part of Storm's Nation. You guys should go definitely check out the Discord server. We're trying to build it up, so if you guys want to go and check that out, you are more than welcome to. And you guys can also find me on YouTube on this channel at The Ostinator, where we usually do live discussions and gaming streams. I'm trying to reach my goal of 40 subscribers, so if you guys want to go and check out the channel, you guys can definitely do that. I'm actually losing subscribers. I lost 2 subscribers. So I don't know if that.
I'm actually losing subscribers too. I had 119 last week, and I lost all the way to now like 115.
Yeah, that's what's happening with me as well, because I had 37 and now I'm at 35.
Ah, man. Oh my god. And we keep on doing this daily. So
I mean, you're more consistent than I am. I try to do it as much as I can, but there are days like this week where I just couldn't do it. But I should be doing I might do a gaming stream tomorrow, depending on. What's up, Sour? What's up, my friend? So yeah, let's get into the main topic for today, and that is ranking the Harry Potter films. Now, Harry Potter to me, it's kind of special to me because I grew up with the books and I watched the films. Sorry, I can't join. I've never watched a Harry Potter film. I might watch the first one later. Well, Sour, when you start watching them, I'm gonna do a series on the channel called My Friend Watched Harry Potter for the First Time.
I'm perfectly fine with you doing that, Austin. I said that at first to him yesterday that I would do that on my channel, but it's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
if you do it, because I know you're the bigger Harry Potter fan, so it's perfectly fine if you take my idea.
Okay.
After all, it's his decision because he's the one who's watching them.
That is true. Give me like 1 second, Ninjoid.
All right. So what's going on, everyone? How are you guys all doing? I'm a decent-sized Harry Potter fan. Not as big. I'm more of a Star Wars fan. Yeah, of course, everyone knows I'm a huge Star Wars fan and everything. But I'm a pretty decent, Harry Potter fan, Wizarding World fan. Also, Austin said that we're not counting the Fantastic Beasts films.
I refuse to count them.
No. One, I actually enjoyed the first one. The second one, I have problems with.
I haven't watched both of them because I refuse to.
Oh, big sad.
So the way we're gonna do this is, again, we're gonna do it kind of like last live discussion where we had EJ, Jason, and Sour on, where we ranked our top 5 favorite DC characters. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. We basically went one at a time with each, ranking. So like we'll kind of do that here. So like Ninja will go first with his last place. He'll kind of explain why. I'll do my last place. So on and so forth. So yeah, Ninja, do you want to go first with your last place?
Yes, please. All right, so bottom at the list, number 8, because we're not gonna count definitely Hallows Part 1 and Part 2 as one whole movie. Half-Blooded Prince is my number 8. Well, it's my number 8 because did not enjoy the movie at all. Besides for Harry and Dumbledore's relationship. That's like the only thing which I actually enjoyed within that entire film. The rest of it, also Snape, and I also like the ending. Okay, but the rest, like the main thing of Half-Blood Prince was the relationships, and I hate that. That's like the main story. Like Harry Potter, I go into Harry Potter thinking, oh, it's gonna be an adventure story full of like the normal stuff, action and all of that. This was like a downfall of that.
I mean, that is true.
Like it was. Yeah, it just had some problems for me. I was not as interested in this one. Most people would actually think Order the Phoenix is my least favorite, but it's actually not. It's Half-Blood Prince because it's even more boring than Order the Phoenix, and at least Order the Phoenix, it was fun and everything. So this was not fun for me. Like it was kind of like, also I liked learning a little bit more about Voldemort's past and everything in the film. But let me be honest, I really don't care about the film at all.
I can understand that. The criticisms that I have with Half-Blood Prince, which I will get into. I guess when I get to Half-Blood Prince, I'll kind of talk about my criticisms with it as well. But you did say a lot of those points that I was going to say. But I understand why you put it at your last place, which is perfectly fine. At number for my last place, number 8, I'm going with this might surprise you, Ninja, but I'm going with Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, well, I kind of actually guessed about that.
Hey, I didn't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, I have to say that I'm a little biased because Chamber of Secrets is my least favorite Harry Potter book, and I went into it. The film to me is just kind of a mess in a way. Not like a bad mess, but it's just one of those films that's kind of like, it doesn't really age well in my opinion. I think it's my problem with the earlier Harry Potter films is that this one especially was like made for kids. Well, I wouldn't say it's made for kids, but it's more like for the younger people. It's not as mature focused as the later ones.
Yeah, you do have points there, but I still enjoyed the film. The Harry Potter franchise was meant for kids at first. You got to remember that. And then they dove deep into the darker things, like I'll have to say Prisoner of Azkaban started that, and then it was Goblet of Fire, which made sure that was going that dark direction.
Well, don't get me wrong, like I get that. I'm just saying, like, personally, I think the problem is that it's just kind of one of those films that, to me, I just can't really go back and rewatch because there's a lot of issues for me as well. Like, I think that the movie is kind of rushed, and there's a lot of things that they didn't put in the movie that they should have.
From the book, yeah.
Yeah. The last act, like usually the last, like maybe like the last act of the film in Harry Potter and the Harry Potter films are usually pretty good. This one's cool because again you have the giant, basilisk, and you have the Sword of Gryffindor, and then went to go like that was cool. It just, to me, I think it was just one of the weaker films. Like, it's not a film that I usually go back to. It's not a bad, like, I like all the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, I'm gonna guess that with you and Harry Potter, it's almost like me and Star Wars. I love all the Star Wars films. You like all the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Okay. But back to this. I can definitely see why you picked Chamber of Secrets, but for me, like I just go back and I view it and I'm like, hey, it was good. It is probably the most forgettable one.
No, that was kind of another reason of mine as well. Is that it's forgettable. Like, there's nothing to really talk about in that film because it's just one of those films that's kind of filler. Like, nothing major really happens.
They introduced Ginny.
Well, they introduced Ginny in the first one. It's not like
yeah, that too. Yeah, that too.
So I mean,
Sorry, my bad.
Just nothing really major happens. That's why I'm putting it at my last place.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheetah and Wonder Woman 1984 was leaked. Really? I didn't know about that.
Wait, what?
Apparently she was leaked.
Wait, Cheetah was leaked how many times? Like the pictures of what she's gonna look like and all of that. Are you talking about the actual script? If you're talking about the actual script, Ryan, for Wonder Woman 1984, after this stream, I'm gonna just go, like I'm actually gonna dive deep within it and I'm actually gonna read it so we can maybe have a stream later on. Because that's news then.
Well, he didn't really say script. He said Cheetah, so I'm just guessing.
Like what are you talking about there, Ryan? Because she has been leaked.
She has.
Yeah.
So Ninja, do you want to go into your number 7?
Yes, and it's actually another one of the later on films. It is actually Deathly Hallows Part 1. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, let me just explain. Alright. 1, I like the character development. I like, like how the characters interact. I like all the little fun, touching moments with Harry and Hermione and all of that they kind of like drove off with Ron for a little bit. Like Ron just went away for part of the film. I like that. The article, wait, can you maybe click on Sour's comment quick?
Give me a second. Alright. Yes. The article is titled Wonder Woman 1984 Cheetah Leak Reveals Her Villainous Transformations.
Okay, well that means
the article was released 22 hours ago.
Okay, I gotta check that out then later on. But back to Deathly Hallows Part 1. My major complaint is that they're in the forest for half of the film.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, like there's really barely no action. Like there's some action. I like that it was more story driven, but like come on, you could like they could like I know that they're doing it based off of the book, and yes, they are in the forest for a lot of the time in the beginning of Deathly Hallows Deathly Hallows, because there was no part 1, part 2 for the books, but it's just one huge book. But back to Deathly Hallows Part 1. They were in the forest for most of the movie.
What's up, EJ?
EJ's here. Hey, bro. And like I was just not the biggest fan of Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now, Dobby in it was great. Like I'll say that was one of the best parts. Ron, I did not like that he acted like a jerk in this one, and it seemed like he did not care for anyone. Besides for his own family, in which I can see why he cares for his own family, but it seems like he doesn't care about Harry or anyone, like any of his own friends. He's like, what? Screw you guys. And then I don't like that Ron is like he has visions of Hermione and Harry having sex, if you remember that
Yeah,
sequence
he's sick.
and everything. I mean, like, come on, yeah, like
We're
I
actually
I
going to be
don't
so
I don't
speaking of that,
like
we're going to
Ron
be
in this
talking
one.
about that.
This is the only movie in which I really don't like Ron besides for Half-Blood Prince. That's why I put them as my bottom two, all because Ron is treated like a complete idiot. Just like a complete pervert idiot.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I would say maybe idiot. I wouldn't say
Well, no, not a pervert. Sorry, my bad. Just like um I don't know, just weird. He went weird, I'll just say.
Yeah, I get that. I totally
And
get that.
Ron, guys, like I know this is another unpopular opinion. I actually like Ron. You know, like I know this boy Austin. He likes Ron. Like he thinks Ron's okay, but I actually like Ron was one of the characters which got me into Harry Potter. So I got to give credit where credit is due. But they treat my boy Ron dirty in my bottom two.
Okay, I get that. So my number seven. This was Ninjoid's number 8, but my number 7 is Half Blood Prince.
Thank the God. Well, thank the Lord, or thank the Maker.
So my criticisms with this film is basically what Ninjoid said. I think they focused a little too much on the relationship relationship side of things, because a lot of this movie is mainly focused on Hermione, Ron, and the lavender thing. That was pointless. Hang on, EJ. I'm gonna get to your thing as soon as I'm done. I do think that the Harry Ginny stuff is kind of forced because they didn't really build it up in the last 5 movies, so it doesn't really work. I do think there's not a lot of action in this film. Again, I understand because with Deathly Hallows coming up, I can totally respect the whole, okay, we can't really do a whole lot of action, but the action we do get is fine. I don't think the movie is that bad. Like Ninjoid, like he puts it as number 8. It's not a bad film. I do agree that it's a very forgettable film. It is kind of just bland.
Yeah, like I'm saying like it's not terrible, but it's very forgettable. Um, and it doesn't have like a major part within the story besides for the last act.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like the Dumbledore death scene was fantastic, and I did like the stuff with um where they were, going into like Voldemort's past. Like that was cool. I really would have liked to see maybe more of that. I did like Harry and Dumbledore in this film. They did kind of like show the father son relationship here. The stuff, with the Half Blood Prince, I thought was they kind of just like brush it off like halfway through the film. Um, I think the stuff with Snape again was very good. I liked, how, because again it was in the book, so I like that. But yeah, it's just forgettable. It's not horrible. It's just one of those films that I watch before I go to bed, because it's just one of those films I can go to sleep to because nothing happens. Because like if I was watching Deathly Hallows Part 2, for example, I'm not going to go to sleep because I want to watch the entire film. With Half Blood Prince, like I'll watch Half Blood Prince, but like usually if I'm tired, I'll just I'll watch it before I go to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is EJ's ranking. Number 1, his favorite is Deathly Hallows Part 2. His second favorite is Prisoner of Azkaban. I think his number 3 was Order of the Phoenix. 4, Half Blood Prince. 5, Goblet of Fire. 6, Chamber of Secrets. 7, the first film.
Your last one is the Sorcerer's Stone, aka the Philosopher's Stone.
Mm-hmm. Star says, well, I've never watched the movies. The Lego Harry Potter games are dope, almost as good as the Lego Star Wars prequel games. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I recently
I agree with that too.
played Lego Harry Potter's years 1 through 4 and Lego Harry Potter's years 5 through 7. It made me want to go back and watch the films because they do an accurate job of kind of interpreting the film. So I give the Lego Harry Potter games credit. And EJ says, but let me be clear, I don't think any of the weakest Harry Potter films are bad by any means. I just don't think it's as exciting or memorable like the other ones are. No, I agree with that. I agree that certain films are kind of just okay.
Hey EJ, here's a quick little question. Where is the first Deathly Hallows? You only have part 2 on your list.
Oh, Lego Harry games are, yeah, they are very fun.
Doesn't he only have part 2 on his list?
Let me see. I think he doesn't have part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, EJ, if you can give me like your ring for like maybe where you would put Deathly Hallows Part 1, because you didn't put in the comments. All right, so Ninjoid, you're up next. What is your number 6?
Number 6, Order of the Phoenix. Now, most people hate this one. I actually enjoy this one. I like that they're setting up to there's going to be a war and everything. They're setting up to Voldemort versus, like they're setting up for the epic showdown, I like to call it, and everything. And, like Harry's building his own army secretly. And I enjoyed the film as its own. Like I really did enjoy it. The final act, the final battle with Dumbledore and Voldemort was great.
No, I agree.
And I enjoyed even the comedy in the film. Okay? Yeah, like with now I can't even remember her name. Who was the teacher who
Umbridge.
Yeah, Umbridge. Yeah, do you remember her? And now I can't even remember the giant's name.
Grop?
Yes. Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
Where Harry and Hermione, yep. And that scene always makes me laugh. Okay, like even if I don't remember the names of Umbridge, I did actually know. I was just down myself, but the giant, EJ. Oh, the Lego Harry Potter games are so much fun. Yeah, they are.
They are. Deathly Hallows Part 1 will be number 5. Okay, I can see that. I respect that. Star Wars says, I hope Lego Star Wars Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker are better than The Force Awakens. I hate Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. They're actually going to do those two in the Skywalker saga, so you're not going to get separate games for them.
No, but at least they're going to include them in the Skywalker saga game.
I doubt the Lego version of Rise of Skywalker would be better than the movie was.
You doubt that?
And then he says, oh man, I fucking hate Umbridge. She was such a despicable bitch. Yes, she was.
Yeah, and that was what her purpose was in the film. That was what they wanted. That was what J.K. Rowling, when she wrote the books, that's what she was trying to tell you guys. So I was okay with that.
Oh yeah, no, I was perfectly fine with that as well because that's what she was. She's a likable character.
It was written like that. But yeah. Also with Order of the Phoenix, I just enjoyed the film. It is though probably one of the weaker ones of the entire franchise.
I agree with that. So my number 6, actually, we're both on the same wavelength and enjoyed because my number 6 is also Order of the Phoenix. So my biggest problem, I think, with Order of the Phoenix is the same problem I have with Half-Blood Prince. I think it's a little forgettable. It's kind of okay. I did, again, the final act of the film where they're in the Ministry. That was awesome. Umbridge was great in the film just because of how she made me dislike her character, which is what the purpose was. I didn't like the whole Dumbledore is going to ignore Harry. I know that was in the book, but I didn't really like that. I did like the whole, Harry, and Voldemort, they share the mind, and that they kind of set that up. Like they do set everything up well in this film. It's just kind of like that film where the problem was they had to adapt a huge book because the Order of the Phoenix book is probably the biggest Harry Potter book, and they had to condense it to where it was going to fit into like a 2-hour film, and it just doesn't really work at times. It's that again. I think it's better than Half-Blood Prince by everything, but Order of the Phoenix, I just think is again just one of the more forgettable films. It's not an awful film.
Mm-hmm. Also, I want to quickly just address this. It's a huge thing in the chat. All right, so I enjoy that you guys are talking about Star Wars and all that, but we're talking about Harry Potter here. You guys are really making me want to talk about Star Wars, but I'm trying to hold myself back. So can you all just shift back to the main topic for a little bit? Also, don't make me keep on I'm gonna be talking about the Rise of Skywalker and how much that film rocks and everything. If
Stay on topic. Okay, yes, we will stay on topic. Another thing I like about Order of the Phoenix, there's actually a few other things I like in Order of the Phoenix. I like Bellatrix. I think she has done very, very well. I like the Dumbledore's army stuff where Harry was teaching, everybody how to like duel. That was great. I liked the I like the Neville stuff. Like Neville's a great character, and they kind of like expand on his character a little more in this film because with the whole Bellatrix reveal. I like Luna. Again, Luna's a great character. She's just kind of like a quirky character. The romance stuff in this film again kind of drag it down. Like I don't like the Cho and Harry stuff. It was just kind of like I didn't like that. Because again, it felt rushed, especially with the whole Cedric dying thing in Goblet of Fire.
Also, guys, I want to quickly just say I was just messing around and everything. You guys can still be talking about Star Wars and all of that. I was just messing around. You guys have
to. I would say. What the? Griffin. Yeah, I would. I might be in Gryffindor. I don't know.
Nah, not me. Not me. Maybe Hufflepuff.
I think I'm either in Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. I don't know yet.
Ravenclaw too. Yeah, I'm like maybe Ravenclaw. I know I'm not Gryffindor or Slytherin.
Oh, I like Hagrid too, EJ. I absolutely agree. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Hagrid.
You mean Neville from iCarly? No, unfortunately, they're two different characters. I would really like it to be, their own things. So I think we're at our number 5s now. Ninja.
Okay, yep. Now my thing. Number 5 is actually the Chamber of Secret. Wait, no, are we at number 4?
5. I think your number 5 was Chamber of Secrets because you put that on your list.
Yeah, I did. I think I'm actually forgetting one now that I look at it.
No, you're not. You have every film on there.
Okay. Chamber of Secrets is my number 5. It's my number 5 because of one little simple thing. It is a little bit forgettable at times, but overall, I actually enjoy it. And I look back at, this is like the second one, and they try to do this more like the book and everything. Like they try to include everything from the book in this one. Even the director said that, and I can see where that is shown and everything. So I actually like the film. Does it age well? In my opinion, it does. Most people, no. Some of the acting could have been better, but overall, I still enjoyed this one. Like I enjoy young Tom Riddle and everything. The final battle with the basilisk down in the chamber, I enjoyed it, and the Sword of Gryffindor, I enjoyed all of that, and Harry saving Ginny, I enjoy all of that, and now I'm even forgetting where the heck was Hermione during that.
She got petrified.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I actually like that they dove like more deep into Harry's and Ron's friendship by them doing everything technically.
Yeah.
So I like that little twist because then in the following one
I can see that.
but the following one we get Harry and Hermione saving the day. So it was sort of like, okay, so number one, Sorcerer's Stone, it was all three of them which saved the day. Number two, it was Ron and Harry, and then number three, it was Hermione and Harry. So I like that they took time with the first three to see. All right, so the Dementors, these two dudes.
So many nightmares back at fucking hell were those things creepy as hell. They actually were really creepy because they had like the hoods on and they had like
Yeah,
that was creepy.
yeah, it was creepy. But yeah, that's why I included that.
So my number 5 is I'm actually gonna agree with EJ on this. For my number 5 I'm going with Deathly Hallows Part 1. I think this movie isn't as bad again because I know a lot of people don't like this film because of the whole they're in the forest the entire film, which again I get that because yeah that stuff was kind of grating, but the stuff that like they did well, I think the stuff in this film is done really well. I like the action sequences, the action sequence with the battle of the Seven Potters. You had the Ministry battle. You had the the Malfoy Manor fight. You had a lot of sequences like that. I like that they're going after the Horcruxes in this film. They went after the first one. They destroyed the locket in this one. Spoiler alert! If you guys haven't seen them, but if you haven't seen them, I mean, you're gonna get spoiled because these films have been out since like early 2000s. So it's like at this point, I'm not gonna do that.
the
The
last
acting,
one came out like 10 years ago.
yeah. So I'm not. So if you guys haven't seen it already, I like because I know Sour hasn't. I would recommend watching the films, and because like again, we're gonna do the series on the channel once he starts watching them.
Yeah,
The problems with this film, again, the forest stuff is a little I didn't like that. I didn't like Ron in this. I agree, Ron was kind of an asshole. Like, I understand why he was an asshole, but it's like he's unlikable here. It's like you signed up to do that. You knew what you were getting into, and then you're just saying like, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." I just think that Ron went, crossed some lines that I probably
yeah,
wouldn't have forgiven him.
yeah, because look at how many other films that he's been a part of, like how many other stories and everything that he helped Harry, and now all of a sudden he's like, no, I'm not, I don't feel like helping you anymore.
Like, I understand he's concerned for his family, but at the same time, if he was going to be like that, he should have just stayed and let Hermione and Harry do it.
Yeah, but no, he went there, and then he then chose after he went there.
Yeah.
After all of them. That's the thing which triggered me, and it just triggered me that's unlike his character.
Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort is so legendary. Yeah, he was fantastic.
Yes, he was so
absolutely really, really good. He didn't have any. He didn't win any Oscars. Well, not a big, not a surprise. Voldemort is one of my Oh no, he is one of my favorites as well. I absolutely agree with that.
The Oscars I really don't care about anymore.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like seriously, like just like they used to be very special, but then guess what? They went too political, and also they've just not been themselves lately. Like used like the Oscars used to be for everyone. Like, they don't care who the heck you are or anything. They used to be for everyone. Like,
No,
I
get it.
You guys understand. Like, now it's going like so left wing that now, like, like, just saying, too political. And EJ, I'm glad that you still care about it.
We can all agree to disagree.
Like, I think Joker should have won. I'm still with Rob on that. Joker should have won, not Parasite. Even though Parasite was okay, still, I don't think it's as great as a film as most people actually think.
I could see that. So now I think we're at our number 4. So we're already we're halfway. Ninja, would you like to give your number 4?
Okay, so number 4 for me is the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone. Like, it just determines which country do you live in. The Sorcerer's Stone, I think, was a good setup, good opening to the story. Yes, it was very childish, but you gotta admit that it was written that way. It was written for a kid's book, all right? The first one, at least. Like, the first 2 are, like, kids' books, all right? Then, like, the third one then, like, opened our eyes that these books are much more than just kids' books. They're actually, like, young teen, like, teenager books and everything. And it shows, like, technically what I view the movies as and the entire franchise, I view it as it shows how a young boy grows up to be a great man. While also he has to fight evil and, he has to avenge his parents and everything.
EJ says he thinks 1917 should have won. I actually agree with that. They should have won.
I still think Joker should have.
EJ says to me that was the best film of 2019. Yeah, I agree with that, EJ. I would say that or Joker, but I do think 1917 was good. Jeremy says, "Here I am." What's up, Jeremy?
Oh, wait! I want to give out my opinion about the best film of 2019. So you guys already know my favorite film of 2019. So I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
And then Nicholas comes in. What's up, Nicholas? Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah, I like that movie. That is Ninjoid's number 4.
Yeah, and just let you know, if you guys don't know who I am, my favorite film of 2019 is actually The Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, there. I just want to quickly say that out.
I don't know if you can see. You guys can't see my reaction because I'm staying disguised. My reaction to that. You know that meme where he's just standing there and he's just like he has like this like blank expression on his face.
I know. I just decided to say that because Jeremy is here and everything. But yeah, I know Nicholas knows that, and EJ and Ryan. But yeah, back to the main topic. All right, so what's your number 4?
So my number 4 is ironic because number 4 is the 4th movie, Goblet of Fire. So I think unlike the previous films, this film was again very enjoyable. I liked the stuff with the Triwizard Tournament because the action in that was very good. I liked the CGI in that film. I like Voldemort in this. Again, you don't really see him until the end, but I do think Voldemort is a great villain. He is very enjoyable. He's very threatening. He looks menacing. This was when the series started to get really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sour's back. What's up, Sour? And Jeremy says this channel needs to get to 40 subs, and if you care to, I would like it if my channel gets up to 445. Yeah, guys, let's get Jeremy up to 445 subs. I am trying to get to 40, so if you guys want to go check out, you can check out Jeremy's channel in my channels on my channel. So back to this. Goblet of Fire is very good. This is also where like they started doing a lot of the teen stuff. The teen stuff in this film is kind of cringe at times, especially with the whole, let's do this, that, and the other. It just, at times it works, at times it doesn't. Ron is kind of unlikable in this film because he's kind of acting like a jealous douche. Because, he's upset that Harry, because apparently he thought Harry was entered himself in the Triwizard Tournament when he really didn't. And you would think Ron would be more like, he would trust him more in a way. And we're going to talk about this after we get to the main topic, but Hermione and Harry's kind of like friendship here, I feel like they would have been better off if they got together instead of Ron and Hermione, especially.
Oh my god, I just remembered that. Do you remember the photographer or whatever?
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. My throat's a little bit scratchy and everything, but yeah.
DJ says you do you, Ninjoid.
Yeah, but back to that, I actually now just remember that, and that was actually very fun, I'll say, just watching that that little moment and everything. Yeah, okay. But my number, but I do agree with you on some points in which you said. Personally, that's actually, I'm not even gonna spoil which spot it is, but yeah, my number 3, Deathly Hallows Part 2. Why is it my number 3? Because it was a gosh darn good film. I liked everything about it and everything. It's just not one of my top 2. Like, it's not, it's not better than my top 2, because my top 2 are the films in which they got me into Harry Potter, technically. Like, they got me into exploring more of the universe and me wanting to read the books and everything. Because let me tell you, I watched the movies before I read the books. So, like, it's good.
Artemis Fowl, the movie sucks. The books are great, but the movie sucks. I heard it was really bad. I heard
Artemis Fowl, I will be saying, guys, that I have yet to watch it, but we will be having a live discussion about it as soon as I watch it, and that's probably going to be like tomorrow, before Galactic Chat.
Oh, Sauerkraut says 1917 cinematography made me. No. I couldn't say those words because then I'm gonna get like kicked off YouTube. So because I was part of Ninjoid's read through streams. I say some dirty stuff, but I don't go that far. The final battle of Deathly Hallows.
The read through. Yeah, about the read through streams. When do you guys actually want to continue that, Ryan and Austin?
I can do it whenever Sour's free, because because I think it's more fun when it's just me, you, and Sour. And if we get Thomas on there, then it's gonna
be my god! I'm actually gonna I'll try and get Thomas and everyone on tonight.
Yes,
because then we'll start Act 2, so it's a new act. But yeah,
Sour wants to know: have you watched the King of Staten Island? I have not seen it. I have seen trailers for it though.
I have not seen it.
Have you seen it, Sour? And if you did, how is it? EJ says I might watch today, but I'm so scared. EJ, dude, I probably would be.
Me too. I'm scared about the Artemis Fowl film, I'm really scared too, because then I'm scared that I'll probably like it or something like that, because I never read the books. I'm scared that I'll like it, and then everyone will just come attack me.
EJ says
Come on,
Artemis
guys, I
Fowl.
already
Oh
have.
dear God.
Come on, guys, I already have the Last Jedi crowd and also the Rise of Skywalker people, which hate it, coming after me. So I don't need.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker are very controversial films. Very, very controversial films.
I'm like the only supporter for all the films.
Yeah,
Like, I love all the films.
Marvin,
I'm
the
one.
toxic Star Wars fanboy, would not like that.
Oh yeah, Marvin.
If any of you guys don't know, it's my new character, Marvin, the
we're gonna
toxic Star Wars fanboy.
Yeah, we're gonna actually start like filming that. Like during like some of my videos, we'll be doing. It's gonna be like a droid community character. Y'all like how David P. Dumbass is a character in which Rob created. Well, Marvin is ours technically, and we'll be like, "Shut the fuck up."
EJ says he's available on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, I'll keep that in mind, EJ. I'll keep that in mind.
Same, EJ. I would love to have you on.
Artemis Fowl was very foul. Sorry for the dad joke. So I says, yes, I can do my girl voice again. Again, I don't want to say it on my streams because even though it is rated R, like we can say curse words, but there are things I can't say because I don't want to get booted off YouTube.
Yeah, like.
And yeah, I would also love to read some awful fan fiction. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. I might have to do that at some point.
Yeah, because I remember I was supposed to be with you on that stream. It's just then some things personal happened and everything. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had to quit on you for that day. Sorry, my bad. Ryan comes in.
He hasn't seen it, but he watched Jeremy John's review of it. He said he liked The King of Staten Island. Yeah. The PS5 is. Yeah, no, the PS5 looks fantastic. I agree with that, Jeremy. I perfectly agree with that.
Sour.
Yeah, sour. Man.
Oh my god, EJ! If you heard, because you don't have to watch the video, you just have to listen to it. Because
read some terrible fan fiction and tear it to shreds.
Oh no, we were reading off. In my channel, we were reading off my original Ninjago film, which I was going to do, and we got done Act 1 within 2 parts. And man, oh man, it is probably the most. Besides for the Thomas live streams, that was like the most. Those were the most hilarious live streams because just Ryan's voice in them.
And then my
yes, daddy. Please, daddy.
Oh man.
Harumi says please to Lloyd, but because there was also the dad sequence right there, she's like, please, daddy. That's what Ryan made a joke about. EJ, damn, that's awesome.
Jeremy says if you want to read fan fiction, go over there and read Gus Kinney, the Prodigal Son, unleash your imagination.
Gus? Did I just hear
that's awesome. His favorite YouTuber persona is Anthony Fantano's Cal Trusesta.
Never heard.
All right, so we're gonna get back to the main topic here because we still have like our top 3, and I think the top 3 is gonna be a little bit, or not really a little bit, but more like they're gonna take a little longer than the bottom. So my number 3 is actually going to be the Sorcerer's Stone, aka the Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you live. This film is the one that started it all. It is a little childish, I agree, but again, like Ninja said, it was written that way. Some of the CGI does not age well. I will start off by saying that it doesn't really age well, even though it came out in like early 2000s. So I'm not expecting the CGI to be good. However, I did like the characters. The acting is pretty good for like child actors. Like I think Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint did very good jobs because they represent what each character looks like. The original Dumbledore was very good. I like the action in the film, especially at the end where it was Harry versus, Professor Quirrell, aka the Voldemort with the back out of his head. Yeah, and also the music is very good too. There's really not much to say here. I think, again, it's really self-explanatory. I think Sorcerer's Stone is easily number 3, but it's not close to being, beating number 2 and number 1 for me. But that's because the top 2 films kind of alternate for me. But number 3 is Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
So now we're at our top 2. So, Ninjoid, would you like to state your number 2?
Okay. Prisoner of Azkaban. All right. Now, let me tell you why it was the first actual film besides for the Star Wars franchise, which was actually dark, that I have ever seen. And also, it helped me improve my own writing, actually, the film. I enjoy this film because it does have like a special personal connection with me. This was the first Harry Potter film which I've seen. Well, that I have ever saw. And it is probably, besides for my number 1, the most watched Harry Potter film for me. I enjoy this film a lot because story-wise, it's very well constructed. One of my favorite characters, Sirius Black, is introduced in this. And Lupin is another great character in which I love. And Hermione and Harry's friendship, I really did enjoy. And you know what, Austin? I'm actually going to give it to you. You are actually correct about the Harry and Hermione thing. You're actually
No, hang on. Let's not go that far yet. We still have to get into that topic after we get into our top 10. Or no, top 8. Sorry, I have top 10 on the mind.
It would be top 10 if we count the Fantastic Beasts films.
But we're not counting them.
Yeah, because you think that they're not canon.
They aren't canon. Unless they were written in book form, I refuse to believe that they're canon.
They were still written by J.K. Rowling. But guess what? J.K. Rowling, there's some stuff wrong with her.
Well, we're not going to get into that because that's opening up a can of worms. So that to me is why I'm not going to go. That's why we're not really going to talk about J.K. Rowling. Maybe we'll talk about her somewhere down the line because that's a live discussion all in itself.
All right.
So my number 2, it's actually kind of ironic because once again, it's kind of like a Goblet of Fire. For my number 2, I'm going with Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Then I already know what your number 1 is.
It ended the franchise in a pretty good way. The action in the film is fantastic. I like the characters here. The death scenes, they're kind of emotional in a way because like you've grown with these characters since the first film, and it is kind of like and it's sad as some of these characters die. Like Fred, Lupin, Tonks. But they should have had on-screen deaths instead of off-screen, because that's kind of what ruins their deaths is that they're not shown. But other than that, the emotion in this film was fantastic. The score was fantastic. The cinematography was great. The one thing that holds it down is it's basically a half of a film. Deathly Hallows basically feels like it's one half of a film. Like if I was saying like Deathly Hallows as like one huge film, it's number 1. But because it's not a entire film, it's like a half. I have to put it at number 2. But I think that it wraps up the series very well, and it wraps up better than a lot of last films, in my opinion.
Oh, you better not. You better not. No.
Better not what, Ninja? Better not what?
You better not mention my baby. You better not mention the Rise of Skywalker. So help me, I'm gonna punch you.
Well, well, how are you gonna punch me? You're gonna like punch me. You're gonna punch me through the computer screen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think it does wrap up the series better than Rise of Skywalker. And controversial as it may be, I think this movie wraps up its franchise better than Avengers Endgame.
Endgame with that.
Because I'm sorry, I have to say it, Avengers Endgame is kind of overrated.
I do agree with you with the overrated part.
Infinity War is a better film.
Yes. Thank God someone agrees. Well, I know Ryan also agrees about that. And also Rob and Jason. I know they agree with Infinity War. But
Now,
I mean the
I don't know if any of you know
audience. No, but I mean like the overall audience, they drive me nuts when I go to school and I ask my fellow classmates, "What's your favorite Marvel movie?" For the past ever since Endgame was released, every single one besides for Ryan and Thomas and some others, they have constantly said Avengers Endgame. And guess what? Why they say that? They say that because of the last hour. Okay?
That to me is not a good reason. If you're saying to me, like, okay, throughout the film there are good stuff in it, okay, fine. But you can't just say the last hour because that's not a good film.
That's not like that's a good fight sequence of the film. That's a great climax. But guess what? That's not like if you just throw that on a screen, I'll be like, yeah, and everything. But I'm not gonna be like, but how did the characters come back? How did this happen? And let me tell you, there are some plot holes with with Endgame. For example, one, Red Skull. Alright, well no, with the Soul Stone. Alright, so do you remember it's a soul for a soul, right?
Yeah.
How did Captain America return the Soul Stone then?
You know what? That's a good question.
How did Captain America return the Soul Stone? That's a good question. Is Black Widow actually alive now? Like it has to be a soul for a soul. So it's like, what the heck?
This film, it's just to me the problem is there's so many problems with that film, but everyone's going to ignore it because of Tony Stark, Captain America. No, just because of certain things.
It was a good film though. Like I love the film still. It's just there are some problems and it is overrated.
It is a good film, but the problem is again, it is overrated. I think a lot of the characters, like there's a lot of things I don't like. Like I don't like Professor Hulk. I don't like Fat Thor. The jokes in the film are cringy. I think that despite the last hour being good, everything prior to that was okay or just doesn't work.
Now, I actually disagree with you on the Professor Hulk thing and also Fat Thor, but to each their own.
And where we are kind of getting off task here.
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell everyone my number one, I guess. Number one, Goblet of Fire. Easily the best directed, in my opinion. The best moving film, and also just the best story comes from this one. I can go back and rewatch this one anytime, and I won't get bored from it because I like the character development in which each character has. I like that Ron. Yes, he does act like a jerk a little bit in this film, but I like that he acted like a jerk in this film more than my bottom two. Like the bottom two, he's a complete jerk.
No, I agree.
And Hermione, I enjoy Hermione the most in this film, along with my number two. And I like her character interaction with Harry in this one.
I did as well, which is, kind of going to be the baseline for the topic that we're going to be going after the top 8. So let me get to these comments real quick because they are building up. Jeremy says WWE is trash. I agree with that. Me and you said it perfectly, Jeremy. Sour says I'm sad that the Live PD was canceled. I don't really care about cops, but Live PD was actually a good show. I have not seen Live PD.
I will say though, the media are going too crazy about guys. Guys, I'm with you. The black community, I'm with you guys completely. But guess what? They're now saying that they just canceled Paw Patrol because there's a cop dog. They're canceling Paw Patrol.
I feel like we need to change the subject now because I feel like we're gonna go into somewhere that I don't want to go. Jeremy says, "What did you think about the new Spider-Man game?" I'm actually excited for that. Really, really excited for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that too with Miles Morales.
I think the one thing that kind of makes me a little about because it's it kind of reminds me of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, where it's kind of like a glorified DLC in a way. It's basically just gonna be them using the same stuff for the first Spider-Man, but they're gonna reuse assets and stuff. I mean, I'm still excited for it. I hope the story's really good. I hope again we get some great stuff. I hope the game is long. I really don't want a 5-hour game because it's 5 hours and be a little annoyed. But I basically want the same length as the first Spider-Man. Even if it's got to be a couple hours shorter, because that I can understand, I still want it to be a lengthy game.
All right. Yeah, completely.
And Jeremy says Hulk Hogan would have been Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin. I thought it would be funny if he was. Dude, if he was, I don't know. I think Arnold was kind of funny in that movie. I think it just in general would have been funny because that movie is hysterical.
Yeah.
The freaking Batman debit card where it had Batman Forever on the bottom of it. That was so stupid. My God.
Yeah. Okay.
So my number one is pretty obvious at this point. Prisoner of Azkaban. This film to me is when the series started to get a little more dark. Not to the point of dark like Deathly Hallows Part 2, but because it has the perfect blend of it being a, again, kind of like a kids movie, but it being like a dark film. And it kind of works here, and I like the blend because it makes the film a lot more enjoyable in my opinion. It's not too serious where it'll get boring, but it's not too cheesy to where I'm like, this is annoying. Like it's the perfect blend, and I think the characters in this film are really good. I like Lupin. I like Sirius. I like Dumbledore. I liked the character of Peter Pettigrew. He's not my favorite character, but in this film, when they introduced him, it was kind of cool because that's what I kind of envisioned him looking like that. I like the friendship between Hermione, Ron, and Harry in this film. Hagrid was cool. I liked Buckbeak. I liked the stuff like that. The Dementors were creepy. I will admit that. And the score was great. The cinematography was good. I mean, it's the best Harry Potter film. I think everybody probably agrees on that.
One of the best, at least.
Yeah.
It's my number 2, so.
So, I mean, we got through it. I mean, we got through all 8 Harry Potter films.
Yes. But I want to quickly get back to a topic in which I did bring up quickly. All right, okay. So no. Do you understand, Austin? I just think that, they're retiring Paw Patrol.
I mean, it's a kid's show.
Yeah, I know, but they're retiring it because there's a police dog.
It's dumb.
Okay, and I'm with you guys. I'm with the black community with this. Yeah, I'm with them. You guys do deserve justice and everything. I'm with you guys. Yeah, I'm with Jason and Danny, and I'm with everyone and all of that. But let me tell you, doing a police dog, canceling a show just because there's a police dog, and he's a good cop, and he's a dog for that. And also now there's rumors that Lego is gonna stop the Lego City thing, the Lego City theme, because they have cops in them. Like, come on, guys. Like, that's Lego City. Like, that's Lego's, like, one of Lego's most popular themes, and one of the most selling toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. And I mean, like, seriously, like, and I'm with you guys 100%, but that doesn't mean, like, there are good cops out there. Like, my grandfather was a cop for how many years? And he stood up for anyone. He doesn't care if they're black, if they're gay, if they're anything like that. He stood up and he defended them because that's what a police was, and that was what his duty was. And because he was a good person. And he is a good person. Like, there are good cops out there, and like, I know, like, not everyone is saying that, but like, some of these celebrities out there are actually saying that, oh yeah, there should be no good cops in media and stuff like that.
When somebody sings the Paw Patrol theme, we're all gonna cry. Yes. Why would Chase? Okay, I'm just gonna. That is true. That is true. So guys,
But yes, let's get to a different topic, please.
But before that, I want to say that I don't mind you guys talking real world stuff, but the main purpose for these live discussions is that we don't really talk about the real world stuff.
Yeah,
We mainly talk about like this. We're talking about Harry Potter. Like, I want to give everybody a little chance for a break to take a break from the real world, come to the chat, talk and chat about nerd stuff. I want to do stuff like that, and I don't. And again, guys, I appreciate talking about real world stuff, but can we like try to steer away from that?
Yeah, no, Austin, I was just saying, like, that's what I tried to do on my channel too. It's just, I just wanted to show what I think, because after all, because I heard about the Lego stuff, I went out and I bought 2 Lego police stations.
No, I know that. I know.
And I mean, like, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. And because Legos are actually technically nerd stuff too.
Well, they are, but it is kind of related to. No, Sour. That's fine, man. Like,
it's my fault. So let's just get to the Harry and Hermione thing.
Well, you spoil it, Nindroid. Harry and Hermione, should they have gotten? Or hang on, I should have changed. I'm going to change that. Should they have gotten together?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it worked better. It works.
Like, seriously, they should have gotten together, because I think I like the relationship more, and also just the Goblet of Fire sequences within that film. I felt like it was cute for them and everything, in a way.
And I also like the stuff where they in Deathly Hallows Part 1, where they were dancing alone in the tent, and they're kind of connecting in a sense. And you have the stuff in Half-Blood Prince, where when Ron was being a complete ass of himself, and Hermione's like crying, who was the shoulder that she cried on? Harry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, to me, it works better than Harry and Ginny, because Ginny really sees. Well, I don't know if I would really necessarily say she sees him as like just the chosen one.
I'm sorry, I just read Ryan's comments.
Snape and Hermione should have got together. Oh man, I could have seen now. Hermione, I need you to turn over
Oh my god.
Hulk
Austin.
Hogan and DDP are going to be in a horror movie called Black River. Really, I didn't know about that. That's pretty interesting. And just especially in like the early films, like Harry had, I think, a better friendship with Hermione than he did Ron at times.
Oh
Because
yeah. Like we all know that yes, Ron is his best friend, but I think because it was kind of like a weird twist, in my opinion. It's like there's always the girl, in which like most of the time, the guy gets the girl. Like the main hero. But no, it was his best friend.
no, yeah, I agree with that.
Like I think that was a weird twist in what, like an interesting one. Like it was a little bit weird, but it it was okay. But overall, I think Hermione and Harry should have gone together because I think JK. I might actually do some more research about this. Did JK ever say anything like they were gonna be together? Or
Well, I think JK came out and said that Hermione and Harry should have gotten together, I believe. And
I
even when
I don't know because JK, I can already tell JK makes stuff up.
oh
I
no, she does.
I can already tell that crap. I ship Harry and Voldemort.
There's probably a soulmate fic of Harry and Voldemort, and I would not be surprised.
Oh, probably J.K. Rowling probably thought of that.
Oh, well, knowing J.K. Rowling, she probably did.
Because, oh man, like
No, we're not getting into this because this is just going to be another. Because this topic is like a live discussion in all in itself.
oh man, I don't care. I'm actually gonna see if Thomas wants to come on.
Oh yes, we need to get Thomas on here. It's going to be oh boy, especially if Thomas knows about the J.K. Rowling stuff.
Stupid Thomas won't pick up. Okay, never mind. But back to my opinion. J.K. Rowling, like her with the Harry and Ron crap. I don't believe that one bit.
I think it might have just been a rumor. I don't know if she really confirmed that. I think that was just like a rumor.
No, I heard that she said that.
Oh,
I don't believe that one bit. She made that up. Do you know why she made that up?
why?
Well, number one, it was not even allowed back then.
Oh boy.
Like, you gotta remember that. Like, come on, guys. It was written in the 90s. That was not really allowed back then. Or, like, you gotta really. And also, if they did that, I don't know.
And
Would have
I think to me, J.K. Rowling says this stuff because she wants to keep her name out there, but
Yeah.
just to me, it's just not the way to do it.
It's
Like
not
I understand.
at all. Like I understand that she's trying to represent everyone and everything like that. So I understand that completely. But that's not the way to go.
But back to the Hermione and Harry thing. The
They
movies don't have to be entirely book accurate. They could have changed that.
Yeah, they could have.
But then everybody would have got upset because, it's not related to the books. Well, sometimes,
Oh no! They would have been almost like the toxic Star Wars fans. Marvin would speak. That's
but
not my Harry Potter.
You should watch the YouTuber Jax films. He's funny as all. Oh yeah, Marvin would definitely do that. He'd be like, "Well, if I had to say anything about it, I would not allow this to happen because these films need to be 100% accurate to the books. Just like how Star Wars should have been better, but you know what? It isn't.
Oh, you better shut up about Star Wars and Harry Potter, or so help me, this Lego thing will just, I don't know, will just
My
smack.
name is Marvin, and I don't like things. What was that?
This old Lego helicopter.
Now, listen here, sir. I think that the original trilogy is the best trilogy in all of Star Wars. Everything Disney has done with Star Wars is completely wrong, and I think that you see the prequel trilogy was at best. I think Jar Jar Binks the worst character in all of Star Wars with all his stupidness. I don't like that.
Oh, okay. One little thing. I do agree with you about the original trilogy being the best trilogy in cinema. I do agree with you about that. But guess what? Every other thing which you said, you acted like a complete stupid jackass. So how about you shut up?
You know what? You know what, sir? Do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to Marvin, okay? You're talking to Marvin, the Star Wars fan, and I think
No,
that I know
Arvin
more.
the Fandom Menace, man.
I represent the fandom menace. I just don't like the sequel trilogy. They suck. Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie, and The Last Jedi, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. And Solo, why do we need it? Marvin the Martian. No, it's not Marvin the Martian. Even though, wait, where'd he go? Android left. Is he all right? All right there.
Okay, I'm here. It's just it kicked me out for some reason.
Oh, I thought you got upset. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a
No,
character.
no. I was actually ready to smack your ass. I was about to come back roasting you like crazy.
You know what? I'm Marvin. I'm better than every single Star Wars fan. I'm gonna tell my mom.
Well, guess what? Your dad is David P. Dumbass.
I'm gonna tell my dad. He's gonna ban you from ever working at any of his movie studios.
Wait a second, I have to go. Just quick.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Hulk Hogan's gonna be the killer in the film. Oh, that actually sounds interesting here. Sorry, guys, I kind of went off on a tangent as my character Marvin. That's the new character on Ninjoid's channel. You guys, that's kind of like a preview. I'm still working out the kinks there. So we did hit the hour mark. I'm going to give everybody, let's see here, 48. I'm going to give everybody to 253. So if you guys want to ask any questions or anything, you guys can definitely do that. So yeah, the next 2 minutes is basically going to be me rambling, and if Ninjoid comes back, he comes back. So I've been playing Force Unleashed recently. I just got all the holocrons, everybody. When I mean all the holocrons, I got all of them, and I got both endings. So now I technically have 100% done. Now I have to go through the DLC. Then I'm going to play Force Unleashed 2. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time, I would like to say. Force Unleashed. Do I prefer it over Jedi Fallen Order? I think Fallen Order is a good game, but I think Force Unleashed is fun in a way because it doesn't make you backtrack. It's more like you're given different areas, and even though there are different areas in Fallen Order, you still have to go through like parts of the game that you've already been to, and it's just kind of frustrating at times. So it is kind of one of those things where I'm like, it's not really fun. Because fun at games and good games are different in a way. This one's kind of difficult. So you guys got 3 minutes. So you got 3-minute warning, guys. What should I do when Hulkamania comes after you with a knife? I probably would be like, no, don't do it. No, don't do this. Because he's just imagine like Hulk Hogan showing up at like just running after you. It's gonna be scary. So like I said, we got like 3 minutes left. You guys want to post anything in the chat? You guys can definitely do that because we're gonna end it at 2:53. Ninjoid is kind of away here, so just give me a second, guys. We're gonna. Okay, just had to check that. Is there anything on my Facebook? But yeah, we just finished the. Yeah, we just finished the entire ranking. It was a good ranking, I would like to say. Yeah, usually unless I have like people to like talk with, it kind of results in me rambling on a little bit. But I would say overall, I had fun doing this stream. It was very, very fun. Again, I'm gonna kind of give thank you to everybody. Now, I'm gonna say thank you to Jeremy. I want to say thank you to Sour, and I want to say thank you to EJ and Nicholas for coming in the chat. Jeremy says, "Did you watch the PS5 show?" Yes, I did. I did enjoy the PS. Well, I wouldn't say the PS5 show was okay. The PS5 reveal was cool. They finally revealed it. It looked great. Some of the games were great too. The new Ratchet and Clank, the new Spider-Man, all that. Should they have shown more? Sure. But again, we'll see more throughout the coming months, so it's not a big deal. So guys, you got 1 minute left. If you guys want to post anything else in the chat. Sorry, says I enjoyed it more than the Xboxes. I did too, because the PS5 at least showed gameplay. Xbox didn't really show anything, so it is. So yeah, I absolutely think the PS5. I think the PS5 design looks better. In terms of the backwards compatibility thing, they said that the PS4 games, or at least most of them, will be compatible. So at least that's going to be good. So we're at 2:53 now. We're gonna wrap things up. Ninjoid is still gone. Sally does say, so far I'm still sticking with my PS4. That's probably a good idea, Sally. I am getting the PS5, but I'm only really getting it for the first couple games, and then if it's backwards compatible with the PS4, then I'll probably get it. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's 2:53. I want to thank everybody for coming in the chat. I want to thank Jeremy. I want to thank Sour, Nicholas, EJ for coming in and chatting up with us. I want to thank Ninjoid for coming in on the stream. I want to thank I just want to thank everybody who's watching this in the future. If you guys liked the Jeremy adios. Oh, what's up, Ninjoid? We're wrapping it up now.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
Of course. I had to go burn some papers.
Oh no, that's fine. I usually, after we get to the main topics, I usually give everybody 5 minutes to put whatever they want in the chat. So yeah, Ninjoid, thank you for coming in.
No problem.
Your list was very, very good. I appreciate you giving like really good detailed explanations.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. Like I said, guys, we'll be back in the full swing of things next week, because this week was kind of like hit or miss week. Like I'll stream some today, a couple days, and all that. So you guys will more than likely see a gaming stream tomorrow.
I will have a stream tonight. Tonight. I don't know about the topic. I'm actually gonna read what Sour will send me about Wonder Woman, about a cheetah.
All right, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
If that's not gonna be the topic, then it will be another read through.
Oh, the next read through is gonna be funny. I promise everybody that. So you guys should go definitely check out Ninjoid's stream tonight, whenever that will be and what the topic will be. Ninjoid, can you tell everybody again where they can find you?
Okay, you can check me out on Twitter at Ninjroid243, Facebook Seth Nindraowski. Also, you can check out my YouTube channel. We're trying to get up to 200 subscribers, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do, because I basically cover anything. Most people know me for Star Wars content because I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan. And have a good one too, Jeremy.
Yeah, you too, Jeremy. Okay, thank you for being in the chat, my friend.
That's basically all that I'm gonna say.
All right. You guys can find me on Twitter at the Austinator17. You guys can find me on Facebook at Austin Blair. You guys can find me on Discord at the Austinator, again, part of Storms Nation, where we're trying to build up a community. So you guys should go definitely check that out. And you guys can check me out on this YouTube channel called the Austinator, where we're trying to reach 40 subscribers. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, you guys can definitely do that. And that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Austinator and Enjoy 243 signing out.
Peace out, everyone.